Did you put tape on that? Look at all that.
He's going to be a mechanic yet someday.
Nope, I don't want to be a mechanic.
Best job I ever had.
Well, today on In the Wood Yard, I broke the Eastonmade ULTRA wood splitter. Here we go. Okay, I didn't break it, but it's not healthy. I need to do some maintenance on it. So yesterday, Jinnen was here from the 765 guys. He has a YouTube channel you should check out. He was here for the whole day. We did a bunch of videos. And he mainly came because he wanted to run the Ultra. And the day before, I started having a little bit of issue with it. And I thought, it'll be okay. Well, it wasn't okay. We only split for half an hour, if that even, not even. And what happened is the detent wouldn't stick back on the lever, so I knew right away what it was. The O-rings were going bad. So we started talking about it, and he is a CAT mechanic guy. He works on generators for CAT Corporation, so he knows stuff. And he asked me when's the last time I changed my hydraulic fluid. I said, never. So I've got probably a couple thousand hours on this thing. I don't even know. He asked me how many hours you got on it. I said all of them, a bunch. And so he says, well, let's take a look. So that's what was wrong. There's fluid getting bypassed up in the valve. Fluid is getting bypassed because the O-rings are going bad again, which about a year ago I changed them. And so this morning, Bert and I took the filter out, and the filter was horrendous. The last time I looked at it, the filter was not bad at all. That was over a year ago, and I split a lot since then. So the filter was bad. We found chunks of metal, everything, all kinds of bad stuff. So it's not good. There was sand in the filter. So I'm going to change the hydraulic fluid. I'm going to change the filter, going to change the O-rings, and we're going to basically flush the whole system and start from scratch. But it was a very frustrating day because I went to 5 different places to find the filter, and I think it's going to work. It's a little shorter than the old filter, but it's a spring-mounted one, so it's pressure down on it from the cap. So I think it'll be okay. It's only about a ½ inch difference. Too long would have been bad. A little bit shorter is probably going to be okay. The guy at the Napa store said it's probably going to work. That was his statement. And then the other problem is I went to a whole bunch of places trying to find hydraulic fluid, and it's a Saturday today, and so a lot of the places aren't open in the afternoon. And I only found one place that had hydraulic fluid, and I had to buy it in 2-gallon jugs instead of 5-gallon jugs because I need 20 gallons for this thing. So I've just spent about 3 hours just driving around. I called ahead, asked what they had, went and looked. It wasn't the right stuff. So I think I got everything I need now to get this thing back up and running. So basically we're going to do some repair work here. We're going to do the O-rings first, get that done. Then we're going to drain the hydraulic fluid, flush that all out. And then after that, I'm going to put the new filter in, and then we're going to fill up the whole system again, the tank, fill the tank up, and then get it working and make sure everything's good to go. So there's really nothing broke, but it doesn't work. So I guess technically it's broke. So let's get to work. Okay, so here is the old filter that I took off. It's very dark, does not look healthy. And you see here there's a bunch of fines, there's a bunch of sand and stuff that leaked out of it. And if you look into the pleats, I can see, if I turn this, there was a place, I was right here. Watch this. Look at all that. A lot of fines. A lot of nasty stuff in there. That all just came out now, but that's not all of it. Over here, I first took the filter out and I laid it on this piece of bark. Look at all this. This was all in there. It's like sand, grit. Whole bunch of fines there. All this drip, these drips here. So I let it sit here like 5 minutes, and that's what drained out of it, just sitting on that chunk of bark. So we took it out, and here's the new one for comparison. So you can see the color it's supposed to be. And it's just a little bit short, but everything else is the right size. The diameter is the right size. And because it's a pressure mounted spring, we think it's going to be just fine. If nothing else, I can stretch the spring out a little bit so it pushes down a little bit more, but the volume shouldn't be that much difference, just that little bit there. And it's the same fitting on the point here where it goes into the cover, so that should be good. I also went and I got a bunch of O-rings that I'm going to need. I went to the place we usually get them, so there's a bunch of the O-rings, and that's what's actually got to be. We got to crank this out and change that out. So got lots of stuff to do here. And this is the filter holder. So you can see there's a whole bunch of fines in there. That's all got to be cleaned out. Look at all the, I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's a lot of crap in there. So it was time. I mean, it's probably been time for a long time, but I'm finally going to do it today. So here we go. So here's my truckload of hydraulic fluid. It takes the 32, which is basically 10 weight. And I had to buy 10 jugs because I need 20 gallons. And the 5-gallon jugs, what I wanted, were all sold out. The reason they're all sold out, the stuff's on sale. So I did get it on sale, which was awesome. A 5-gallon jug is normally 55 bucks or something like that. And they're on sale for 45. But they didn't have any, they're all gone. So I got the sale price on this per gallon. So it was 20 some dollars for 2 gallons. So it wasn't too bad. I did call one place and I was gonna stop there, but they were closing like in 5 minutes. They had 5-gallon jugs of the 32. They had 20 some of them on the shelf, they said, but they wanted $90 for 5 gallons. So this was definitely a lot cheaper. I also was smart. This was on sale, so I grabbed myself some shop towels. Can't have too many of those. And even better, the Mystic bar oil was on sale. Normally this stuff is 9 bucks a gallon, which is pretty cheap, but it was on sale for $6.99. So I bought however many I could fit in the cart, 6 of them, I guess. All right, let's get to doing some work. There we go. Oh, yeah, you think that's a problem? Look at that first ring there. Whole ring, it's gone.
What ring?
Well, that's the backup ring. That's
Yeah,
your
they're
backup ring there.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the
See, originally when I bought this, there was one ring that was like a ribbed one that was wide, had like ribs on it. And they didn't have anything like that when I went to Appleton Hydraulic. He says, we just stack them. That's what we do. He says, you put a flat, thin one and a round one. He says, it'll be just as good. And it lasted just as long. He said, we do it all the time. So I said, okay.
That's the backup ring.
You're dumb. You just, all right, whatever.
Whatever you tell me, I'll do it. Yeah, that's gone.
Yeah.
And it's brittle too. Yeah, the other one actually is still smooth. Oh, there's a rough spot right there.
Yeah, there's a rough spot on it.
So you got it this far apart. I mean, if you
Well, I think I got what
a new one. You can put it in.
Yep. Guy doing all this work. You guys are like professionals, and I've never fixed anything in my life.
Well, that's because we're standing here watching you, so it's gonna at least teach you something.
Okay. Well.
If we did anything, I mean, we taught you something.
Other part right there it is. Yeah, look at that. That's why there's an issue. Yeah. I remember coming off the end was hard because there was some debris like right there. I don't want that anymore. I'm gonna have to ram it a few times. If I remember right, I had to hit it with something. Yep. High spot or something here, looks like it.
Yep.
Yeah, I have to get a ball peen that down maybe just a little. Oh yeah, the hole's starting to stretch a little. Grab me a couple more of those. I just don't want to lay this in all the shit.
I don't know how good this emery paper is anymore.
Well, it's actually a little high spot there, right?
Yeah, but your cylinder don't go up here anyway, so just hold it up and maybe I can, I don't know if that'll file too would do it, because your seal won't go there, so.
Yeah, do the bottom too.
I don't have a file in there.
I got a file in there. No, it's an actual high spot. You can feel it. If you pull back this way, you can feel it.
Yep. Gonna need a regular file.
Yep. I have to do the bottom too a little bit. So that's not that hard to steal if you can file it that easy, huh?
That's induction hardened chrome rod.
If you say so. You could say it was platinum and I would believe you.
should be able to turn that damn rod, but you could see.
Like that?
Yeah, see? Look at that. He's going to be a mechanic.
Oh, look at that. That one's way worse.
He's going to be a mechanic yet someday.
Nope, I don't want to be a mechanic. I like cutting firewood and hunting and fishing and trapping. That's it. Everything else just.
And he doesn't like chasing women.
Nope. I'm done with that. Oh, look at
Look
that.
at that.
Just like downtown.
We just got to remember to put this back where I got it from. Tomorrow I'll be pissed.
I'm taking my whole kit tomorrow. So.
Well, I'm just saying, yeah. I'll go and have to put a new chain on, and I'll not have my file to take down my raker on a brand new chain.
Mine are here.
Okay.
I think they're in the house.
Yeah, I can't get it started. You got any tricks? Oh, look at that. See, you just gotta be
See ya?
smart.
I got tricks.
Yeah, well, I figured that's why. No, I just learned something. Give it a squeeze. Yeah, and this is actually. Yeah, he's got a couple rough
Oh
spots
yeah,
right there.
if it's got any little mark on it
Just
at all,
take it off, huh?
it will leak.
Yeah.
Yep.
Eventually, right?
Yep.
And then this inner one here, well, you got a trick for that one.
Yeah.
That one's almost impossible to get a hold of. Oh, there we go. Oop, I had it.
Yeah, a real small screwdriver would do it.
There we
Look
go.
at there.
Just like almost a professional there.
Yep.
What is that one like? It's pretty smooth, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's. Yeah, this one's
That
doesn't seem bad at
it's
all.
this one here that actually does your
Right. This is just
sealing.
this is just sealing the dirt.
dirt out.
Right.
yes.
It's not a pressure seal.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. No.
Yeah, that one's actually could go right back on, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, I'll just wipe it off. Now I thought I would replace this collar here, but all that is a cleaner.
That's
cleaner
what
collar,
they call the wiper seal.
So it doesn't really matter. I mean, it's
Well,
just cleaning your
It keeps
rod.
the dirt from
Right.
getting into your main seal.
Right.
It's what they call the wiper seal.
So it's like a pre
Yep.
wiper.
It's
Yeah.
just a wiper.
I guess I should be showing this here.
You don't have to.
Well, all I can do is put little pieces of this in there. Look at that, jumped right in. Look at that. It's a thing of beauty. All right.
Like brand new.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. Get in there.
Got a little oil you can
that's
put
it.
on that
Cool.
O-ring before you
Yep.
slide that in
Oh
there.
yeah, we got oil. We got lots of oil.
Yeah.
Yeah, just put you to work good tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I'll be ready to go.
Before a lot of times.
Yep. Otherwise, I was using AMS oil all the time, and I thought, well,
Oh, look how much easier that goes.
Wait a second here.
Is it not going?
We got one more we got to put on. This
Is there
one.
a top one?
This one.
oh, that real
That
little.
little one that we were just gonna put back on.
Where'd you lay that?
This one right here.
Yeah.
Well, how about you put a new one on there? 'Cause
I
you-
can. Well, this one was smooth yet. It felt good.
Yeah,
'Cause
well,
it's-
you
Well,
got,
if you got a new one, I'll put it
you got
on.
that far apart. If that got it that far apart, you might as well
Yep.
put the new one on.
Should almost be able.
Oh, but it's threaded. He's a professional. Where is it?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that.
Good thing somebody knows what they're doing. I'm gonna do one more wipe.
No, he probably learned how to do that kind of shit, but oh, god damn it, I put it that far together. I forgot that one.
Well,
Right?
Yeah, right.
you've done
Yep.
that lots of times, in other words.
I mean, that's
Yep.
kind of like any farmer. It's like, oh, god damn it, I was supposed to put this on before I put that on.
Yep.
Now I gotta try to find a way
Well,
to do it.
when you do something and mess it up a bunch, you learn. You
Yeah.
learn from your mistakes more than success.
Well,
that's
and
for
the
sure.
worst part
And I'm
about it
70
is,
years old and I'm still learning yet.
the worst part about it is when you put it on video, you find out all the things you did wrong every day.
Oh yeah,
too.
everybody's telling me constantly, oh, you should have did this, you should have did that, you should have did the other. I call them the you shoulders.
Uh-huh.
And the thing is a lot of people do know a lot, and they are a lot smarter. That's the as far as I
No, you gotta use your... I was wondering what it had for a breather and all that. And, well, there's a filter in there, you know, and then there's that other screen
That
in
went in
there.
the hole.
And the coarse stuff that you had there would not get through that.
Yeah, that makes total sense. It's probably from sandblasting, it's from original
Yep.
manufacturing. Well, that's
Between
kinda-
that and grinding and welding and all that, it's,
Right. Huh. It's supposed to be better than new then by the time we get going. Huh?
Maybe. Maybe that's why they didn't want you to ever change it.
Yeah, I find out that there's a bunch of crap in there.
Is that this way?
Yeah, he said it should fit right on there. Yep. And then it's just the spring and then the cap. And he said if you've got a half-inch of play, it'll be plenty because there's no, it's just stuff flowing through it. So you got to get it in a little ring there. Well, we'll try the old one if it's.
does that fit in there good? There you go.
That is not good. I think yours is better having a nut underneath where you can tighten it.
Well, these are fine if they
But
would.
it's on aluminum.
Well,
Aluminum's
if they'd put a helicoil in them.
Yeah.
Right, right,
You know, aluminum is not strong.
right,
No.
right.
Nope. But
Aluminum is meant to be
But like
light
this-
and not corrosive. Well, I guess I shouldn't say not corrosive because if you put aluminum and stainless together, then they get that oxidation and turns to shit too.
So why does aluminum rims on trucks and cars go to crap? Is it the calcium chloride they put on the roads and salt?
Yeah,
Yep.
it's like anything. The government's got to get their money.
Well, they.
Because then you go buy a new truck, so then they can charge you, you know, your more taxes on that too.
I
It's
know.
like when they first started coming out with aluminum bodies and all that kind of stuff, and they were bolting it right to the steel frame.
Oh,
That is the worst thing you can do.
Yep.
Aluminum and steel do not get along at all.
I bought 10, so I'm gonna put them in.
10 times 2 is 20.
Well, let's see. We will see.
At least work will math it is that way.
Yeah, this is definitely a lighter color than that stuff we took out, no doubt about it. see any squirt, and I looked everywhere. So there, we just fixed the Ultra. We put new rings in, new filter, new hydraulic fluid. It's all good to go. The only thing I got left to do is change the oil on the Honda engine, which I'll get to one of the other days because we're running out of time. But I got really lucky because Mike here is a neighbor. He lives down the road a ways, and this used to be your stomping grounds. And he's a retired cat diesel mechanic guy, hydraulic specialist.
Hydraulic.
So he supervised what was going on here, and apparently we did the right thing because it worked. So, and Bert came and helped. We got everything good to go. So yeah, he put pressure both ways, and there's nothing leaking.
No.
So,
did a good job.
Yeah, and it seems to work really good, so we're all good to go. So the Ultra is split. So what do you think of working here on the woodyard?
Best job I ever had.
I thought he was going to say that. What else do you got to say about the end of the day? How do we end the videos? You ever listen?
No.
Good night.
Good night, Irene.
There you go. He got it.
Yep, that's all. I had to think there.